What's your game plan, bro? What are you trying to do here? Like, what's the vision looking like? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's supposed to be hard, but you're supposed to do it like you fucking love it. I'm gonna do that in the morning. No! When you're laying on your couch at 35 eating cookies and cream ice cream and you look in the mirror and you realize how fat you are, let's keep it a buck. You aren't prepared. You aren't prepared. You haven't done enough to prepare yourself for this life that you claim that you want. You didn't put in the hours. You didn't put in the tears. You didn't put in the sweat. And if you did, it was about the wrong shit. You was crying over that bitch that didn't want you. You was crying over that job opportunity that let you go. You're crying over shit that doesn't really fucking matter. Okay? But that's because you're unprepared. You know what that did to me? It gave me outcomes that I didn't want. Outcomes that I didn't want. Outcomes that didn't really suit me. Because I really wanted to be this version of myself, but I caught myself unprepared, not ready for the moment. Alright? Let's break this down in a better way. I had a football coach. This football coach told me proper preparation prevents poor performance. The 5 fucking P's. Okay? What it means to put yourself in the best position possible, you must properly prepare. Now, what does properly prepare mean? It doesn't mean I do what I feel like needs to get done. I do what I was told to do, but I got more in the tank. It's not, I'm just gonna go ahead and get by with this shit. It means doing what is required to prevent poor performance. Now, there's times where I stayed up all night and I would study for a school test and I would prepare my ass off. I was even staying late for classes, showing up early, and I didn't get the outcome that I wanted, but I didn't fucking fail. And I did the best that I could possibly fucking do. A lot of you guys move through life on autopilot. I had a conversation with a coworker yesterday. I asked him, I said, hey, what's your game plan, bro? What are you trying to do here? Like, what's the vision looking like? He said, I don't know. I said, well, have you thought about getting into something that you like and enjoy? Have you been spending time figuring that out? Or are you just gonna go through the motions? He's like, you're right, bro. I said, hey, have you journaled and have you broke down the things that you want to do in this life and accomplish? No. It's not even a fucking thought in his mind. So the people that don't think about the future and don't think about their actions now and how they will cost them later aren't properly prepared. They're not prepared. Because at some point when you're working that job and you're not thinking about the future and you're not putting in the extra work, you're not doing what's required to break free from your 9 to 5. You're not doing what's required to be that good man for your girlfriend. You're not doing what's required to get the outcomes that you want. You're going to fall down to a standard set not by you. Every single time I record videos, I'm at work and I'm reading my book in the fucking lunchroom. People always ask me, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I tell them every single time, I'm working on my business. Why, bro? You're at work right now. Like, why are you putting in so much time and effort? Like, do you ever do anything outside of this? And I say no. Why do I do that? Why do I make the sacrifice now? I make the sacrifice now because I want to properly prepare myself for the future. When I have more problems, when I'm more stressed out, and anxiety gets bigger. I don't want to be an unprepared fuck, a skinny dweeb fuck, a fat fuck, unprepared. Past girlfriends that I had, I wouldn't get them gifts. Why? I was unprepared. And in my head, it's like, oh, I don't have enough money. Well, you could have made money, but you were fucking off. You were being a bitch. Simple as that. On the other side of preparation is greatness. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan spent extra hours preparing, studying, grinding to make sure they can put themselves in the best position possible. Now, you're going to have times where you feel like you prepared your ass off. You over-prepared, and it still didn't work out. But if you didn't prepare, you'd be nowhere near the progress that you've made. You'd be nowhere near that exceptional grind and grit. You're not building up the habit of preparing. Same thing for the gym. A lot of you guys are some fat fucks. So let's just keep it a buck. You're fat as fuck, okay? You're fat as fuck, but when it's time to go grocery shopping, you don't get your ass up. When it's time to hit the gym, you go for 20 minutes. When it's time to hit the gym, you only lift, you don't do cardio. And when it's time to eat your ground beef, sweet potatoes, and fucking rice, you go in the pantry, and because you weren't fucking prepared, you got Doritos and popcorn and fucking blue Gatorade in your fucking pantry, and you wonder why you can't make change. Same thing for you skinny motherfuckers that are fucking like skinny paper cut thin fucking pussies, which I was. I didn't have my meals planned out. So then I started eating less food than I needed. I didn't have my protein shake ready in the morning. I didn't have my ground beef already cooked and meal prepped out for me. Same thing for even going to the gym. If you want to go to the gym, why the fuck don't you have your gym clothes out and ready to go? You're making it harder on yourself. I'm reading this book right now, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It said the number one form of suffering is not suffering. Think about that. The number one form of suffering is not suffering. If you live in pleasure right now and you don't suffer, you know what that means? Later on, it's going to catch up to you. It's just delayed. It's just delayed. It'll happen. Maybe when you have kids and a wife and you can't fucking provide for them. Maybe when you're laying on your couch at 35 eating cookies and cream ice cream and you look in the mirror and you realize how fat you are. The suffering might not be now, but if you delay it, it'll show up later. I used to hate suffering. I wanted everything to be my way, my way, my way. I always wanted everything to be easy. I didn't want to go through the pain. I didn't want to go through the discomfort. I didn't want to go through the long nights. I thought life was supposed to be sunshine and rainbows. I thought life was supposed to be fun. Not as a man. Life is supposed to be fucking hard. It's supposed to be hard, but you're supposed to do it like you fucking love it. You're supposed to do it like you love it. The motherfuckers that are fucking great do shitty things and make it look easy. They make it look like they fucking are in love with it. Like you're fucking crazy. That's the cheat code. The cheat code is to do hard things like you fucking love it. When I was grinding for D1 football, I was out on this fucking football field 3 times a day. 3 times. I hated it. But I did it like I loved it. Because I knew that I wanted to play college football. I knew that I wanted to help my mom move out of her shitty situation. I knew that I wanted to help my family. I knew that I didn't want to be a bum in the fucking streets begging. I was tired of being a yes man. I was tired of falling to my friends' standards. So I said, you know what? I will suffer every fucking day until I get to where I want to go. I will suffer every day. Every single day. But I'll do it like I love it. And a lot of you guys are like, oh, that's crazy, bro. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to enjoy this. It is enjoyable. Because you realize at the end of suffering is reward. It's reward. And once you get to the top of that mountain, You'll want to climb another one. Whoo, that shit sucked. It was so painful and awful, but I made it through. That was fun. That was fun. I had fun. The problem is, we want to have fun before we suffer. You run away from pain. You run away from your vices. You run away from the daily non-negotiables that you fucking set for yourself. I'm not perfect. I'm on this journey with you guys, and I'm bringing you guys along. But this is everything that I fucking learned over time. The moments that I didn't prepare, I failed and I sucked at everything I did. The moment that I chased suffering and pain, I came out on top. And when you're on top here, you feel unstoppable. Nobody can stop me. That's the beauty of it. No one can stop me. I grew up in a household, trauma, poor, fucking eating cottage cheese from daycare and Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Eggo waffles. That's all I ate, begging my mom to give me McDonald's. Now, I don't have to think about buying food. I can just buy food. I don't have to think about hand-me-down clothes. I can go to Zara. Why? Because I went through the suffering. I know what it feels like. I've been there. Don't want to go back. Won't go back. Because I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with what it takes. I fell in love with preparing myself to put myself in the best position. You understand? It takes that. If you set out all these new goals and new things that you want to do, but you did no research, you didn't buy the necessary things that you needed, then you're just going to make fucking excuses. And then you're going to live on autopilot again until you wake the fuck back up and you feel that desire, because as a man, you have so much in you that you could give to this fucking world, and you're wasting your fucking potential because of little excuses and being unprepared. Before I went to bed this fucking morning, I was in bed reading my fucking book. No joke. In my bed reading my book. And I realized, I was like, oh, I recorded on my camera yesterday. It's only at 9%. Oh, I'm going to do that in the morning. No! Why would I do that in the morning? Then I'm unprepared. Let me get my bitch ass up, put the camera in the charger, get the tripod in my fucking bag, make sure my mic is charged, and get out here so I can give this fucking video to you. When I go to the gym, I make no excuses. Why? Because I'm prepared. I know what I'm already going to wear. I know what I'm going to work out. I know what I'm going to eat an hour and 30 minutes before my fucking workout to get the best lifts. I know when I get home from that workout, boom, I'm going to get in the shower. After I shower, boom, I'm going to eat my meal. Boom, I already got my work clothes. Boom, I already got gas yesterday so I could get to work on time. You get it? Prepared. It doesn't mean you're automatically just going to win. But what it means is that you're setting yourself up not for failure. You're preventing failure. You might fail through the process, but you'll win. Eventually you'll win. It's the motherfuckers that show up that aren't prepared and wonder why they're not getting what other people have. It's fucked up.